Hey guys, welcome to today's Art of Yin session. My name is Alex and today we will be going through some Yin theory. So this will be a series of 4 videos where we will break down the 4 stages of a Yin shape. And you can use that theory then in your Yin practice, as well as take it from the Yin practice into your day-to-day life. So originally by Sarah Powers, there are 3 stages of a Yin shape, and Nick Robson from Yin Culture, he added a 4th step to it. So the steps are: first one, create a shape; second is find stillness; third one is hold for time; and fourth is carefully release. And mostly like when we hear them, you're like, of course, I understand, it's all logical, but to like really watch yourself doing those steps throughout a shape, it's like you can like really say how it like moves from one into the other, and like taking the time to not skip the steps. And I feel like this is one of the things that you can apply to like your real life, or just like day-to-day life beyond just your Yin practice. And that's like to not try to skip steps. We like didn't even start creating a shape in life, and it can be like starting a task, having a conversation, just like actively doing something, and we are already at the 4th step, worrying about what could happen or could be, or oh my gosh. So let's start with the foundation. So in today's video, we're gonna talk about the 1st stage, and this is create a shape with your body. So in Yin Yoga, often people say like there is no alignment in Yin Yoga, which is not true. So there is alignment, there is some importance on how you place your body, so you can actually rest in that shape and breathe, as well as find the sweet spot between relaxation and like being challenged in some way, so you can grow and expand and transform. As we often say at Yin Culture, Yin Yoga can be blissful, but that's not the promise of it. It's not the promise that you're gonna be super relaxed and all zen. Can happen, but most likely you will just encounter truth. I feel this is like more accurate, and truth can be anything. It can be discomfort, it can be comfort, it can be joy, it can be terror. Yeah. So when we create a shape, we create a foundation for our practice so that we can actually stay still and hold it for time. And I often find people skip that step or like the basics of that step. It's like you go into a shape, and mostly, we go into a shape with our yang attitude, which makes us like try to go really deep, really soon, really, fast. And most likely we are not, body and mind and spirit are like not working in alignment with each other. There is like no communication. It's like just the mind talking, and like, expecting the body and your heart to just like, just like get up and do it. But in Yin Yoga, we want to actually listen to our body first. We have to get into our body so we can actually receive any messages, even like heart wisdom messages, spirit guides, whatever you call it. Intuition, doesn't matter how you call it, but it's like you can't skip the steps. And it's really important to know your intention. So okay, we start by creating a shape, and we have to know why we're doing that shape, and we have to approach it with a yin attitude versus a yang attitude. So best to watch what you do is to watch yourself, and it can be like even like the way you approach things in your daily life. When you wake up, what are your thoughts? What do you feel you have to do, should have been done like hours ago? You know, all these shoulds, and then like actually tuning in into, okay, what do I feel? How does it feel right? You know, not necessarily not having to do certain things. I mean, we all have our own responsibilities, but it's not always that urgent. You know, it's like if it's not about, you know, saving a life, or you're like in danger, you don't have to, you know, get into that stress mode and, you know, do it from that space, but actually doing it from a space of clarity and knowing why you're doing it. Like even if you maybe don't like it that much or enjoy it that much, still, you know, there it's part of our you know, day-to-day responsibilities. Like I know it's not fun for everyone to you know, pay bills, let's say, or taxes, but if you know why you're doing it, and that you're that this is part of taking care and self-care and, you know, being responsible and mature and like taking responsibility for yourself and your life, feels much easier. It's like taking your power back. So okay, um, when it comes to yin, it's like before you start your practice, you have to know why you practice, and each shape has an intention to serve the bigger vision. Yeah, for example, if it's a heart opening, you know, sequence to tune into your heart, maybe release some grief, tune into your heartbreak. You know, you want to be gentle, you know, you're not gonna maybe go straight for 30 minutes in heart on the block. Maybe, yeah, but even if you do, like, not skip the small steps, take your time, give 50%. That's one yin attitude. I'll just give 50%. And I'll watch my mind wanting to do more, but I will not do it. So in so there is this Buddhist practice, and it's like when you feel the urge to scratch or like the urge to move because you're like hooked or triggered. Another like word that is being used a lot to excuse things in like modern, let's say, modern spirituality. It's like instead of like just reacting on it, you're like, okay, I'll slow down. Okay, I want to walk faster. Okay, let's just walk really slow and challenge myself and see what comes up. How do I feel, you know? Maybe I feel like if I'm not doing it fast, I'll not be loved. Maybe I feel like I'm losing time. I'm maybe gonna realize it's not meaningful. You know, sometimes we also urge to do things so we don't have to tune in how we're actually feeling and where we are actually out of alignment, because you will not know your intention if you don't slow down. You know, you need to have a moment of like, it's like the dance between movement and stillness. Once you know your intention, you can take like action. Like you'll be clear and you'll know why I do it. You will feel motivated. You will even do it when you know you don't have a drive or you have like a low day. You know, yeah. So this helps to follow through with things that actually matter and are in alignment with what you want to bring into the world. So coming back to just a simple yin pose, once you arrive in the pose, you create a shape. It's like you do all the things that you need to do so you can actually find stillness. Because once you find stillness, you will know if what you've done feels right to you in this moment. You know, if there is any micro adjustment you need to do or not. But it's like gonna be like in the you know, that's the second stage. But really, the first stage is about laying a foundation and maybe trying out something new when it comes to the foundation. Especially if you try to change something, it's like, okay, that foundation is not a great foundation. It's like pretty much shaking and here I am trying, to set an intention, and I need a new base. So, try something new, challenging yourself by doing the opposite of what your mind urges you to do. And then, like, be gentle, you watch yourself, you meet that resistance with curiosity. So the first stage of yin shape is to create a general shape with your body. And only if we do that, we can redefine things and tune in and, get the benefit of our practice. But if we just rush and we are not clear about our foundation and our intention, it doesn't matter if you reach stage 4 or 6 or whatever stages in life, you'll actually not be able to even really notice it or digest it because there is no foundation, the mind will just run crazy. So thank you so much for watching today's video about the first stage of the 4 stages of creating a yin shape. If you do have any further questions, please just write them in the comments below or send me an email to hello@alexnikolic.com.